So I once again want to commend everybody for for this campaign. And I have said to the few people I have spoken to, you have to work together. Initially, there were no leaders and everybody was on, but I can see that the thing is beginning to take shape. Nothing can succeed if you do not have structure, if you do not have leadership, and if you do not have objectives. So I will commend you to structure the thing very well. Have clear and easily achievable objectives so that we can start to tick through those. Having objectives met doesn't mean that you cannot have new ones, but we can go through and continue to build on this for the development of our local government. We also know that at local government level, the chairman with the resources that are available to him has also done some work on some roads, on palliative roads, just to make these things more tolerable and better for all of us. So we'll continue to push of our citizens is highly improved. I like to remind people that roads are a social, and wherever you get, when you see the roads, you assume that things are important. I've seen so many comments here where people just seem to think that I've said this is a government of Ogun State. It's not a government of Ado-Odo Ota, local government, and other local governments cannot get zero just because we want in a local government. It does not work like that. We have to share whatever it is that we have to share. We all contribute. So whether one local government gets and another doesn't get, it's not a tenable argument. You cannot say that a Remo local government got. Of course, they are members of Ogun State, and we all will get part of it. A recent list that came out, only Ikpokia and Ota got roads. What do you want those people to say? We tell them it will come to them, and when they get their own, we will not get. We that is how it works, and nobody has fantastic roads, I can tell you. And for people that travel around, it's a very, very huge problem. Like I said, it's a 900 billion naira problem, and we're not going to solve it in one day. But we should prioritize, we should work through it gradually. And for people who want to support us, that was something that was mentioned earlier, that we have some private sector companies. By all means, let's look at them, let's see what it is, and make sure that we get good value for our people and support. His Excellency's mantra is building our future together. We cannot do it alone. We need the support of and the understanding of the citizens of Ogun State. We need the support of people who have come to Ogun State to invest, and we can work through. But our opportunity is that let us come out and explain to you, this is what we're doing, this is how we're doing it, and this is why we're doing it that way. But I can assure you, the one local government does not make a state. Even if His Excellency came from our local government, he cannot do all the roads at the expense of other people. So please be understanding and know that we're gradually going through, and we will improve things. We will not do everything with the best will in the world. We don't have the money, but at least we will improve things, and we'll have a commitment to make sure that we are able to support different sectors in the local government, and make sure that the issues that are particularly burning for us are issues that we support. As a person, I am a deputy governor for Ogun State, but I know home this is where I come from. And whenever I'm in a position to get things for us in our local government, I never, ever step back from it. When we're distributing palliative items in this local government, I pushed for it to be distributed per population because we had more people in our local government than other ones. So we cannot distribute it equally. And His Excellency agreed that, yes, you're right, Deputy Governor, let us distribute these things per population. So there are some things that easily you will know that we will get a better share. And I will always push for a better share. You can take my word for it. Whatever opportunity I get, whatever it is I can do for us, whilst I serve the whole state, I remember that home is where the heart is, and I will always look out for us in Ado-Odo Ota local government. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. That is very, 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 very impressive. And I can see that Your Excellency was also reading the chat room based on some of the things you mentioned. So that is a very, very good thing for us. And I also want to implore us, you can probably put some of your comments in the chat room so that Your Excellency can see and other respondents can also see your comments. And I also want to inform you, Ma, this program is live on Facebook as we are speaking, and it's also live on the Ado-Odo Ota local government online. And from what you, it's also on Periscope, it's on YouTube, so we are actually live. Ma, you have sons and daughters that are moving with the tide that are ICT compliant. So we are using all the available medium to make this go on live and for everybody to be part of it. We really appreciate you, Ma. One of the things you mentioned, Ma, was the issue of structure. And Sir, Ma, we actually have a very good structure in place, and we have also planned sustainability into what we are doing. And going forward, Ma, we are going to be monitoring and tracking the budget very, very, very seriously. And we have the support of development partners here and there who have also provided support in the area of training. And that is still going to, we are still going to do more of that, Ma. Really appreciate you, Ma. From some of the comments that are here, which Your Excellency has actually responded to, I'm happy to also inform you that some of the private sector partners are also on this call who will probably also be part of people who will ask one question or the other. But while the protest was going on, Ma, there was someone that played a very, very, very key role. It was even him that actually prompted the team to have a structure because all the while, no, there was no leader and there was no structure, and actually there was nobody you can actually relate to, and that was actually the leader. But due to his persistent request and all that, we yielded, and he has been having technical challenges because he's supposed to have spoken. I want to take the leave of Your Excellency to bring in the Olota to say one or two things for that. He has actually been very, very instrumental for the team we have on ground. Your Excellency, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Your Excellency, and the other citizens of Ado-Odo Ota local government. I really don't have much to say other than to thank you all for your commitment towards the development of this local government. I want us to work together in order to achieve our aim. I want us to cooperate in the sense that without cooperation and without working as a team, it may be difficult to achieve our aim. But I want to pray to Almighty God to help us in this task. And once again, I wish you all a happy celebration. As a royal father, I'm only here as an observer, and I want to remain so. So thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Kabisi. We appreciate you, sir. While the deputy governor is still with us, we want the government's commitment towards PPP because, like we have said, Ma, we have the commitment of private companies who are ready to partner with the government, and because of their past experience, they are not so sure that the government is going to stretch forth the hands of partnership to them. So this government is here, and they are also here. We would like you to address that, ma, to see will the government be ready to partner with them so that you can have your commitment and so that you can move on from there, ma. Thank you, ma.
Yes, I think that what we have to do is see their proposals. There's nothing like a free lunch. The companies like flour mills who are working with the federal government, they will get a tax holiday on their executive order number 5 because they pay their corporate income tax to the federal government. And as such, they can get a tax holiday. Most of these companies, all we get is payee. And as such, if they want that kind of quid pro quo, is their payee enough to meet the amount of investment that they want to put on the road? If a company wants to just do a minor road and do some surface dressing that will cost a couple of million naira, by all means they can go on and do it. It's not going to cost a lot of money, and you can put that as a CSR. But if they want to have a full reconstruction, like what we are doing, where we make sure that we put drainage in place and we have state-of-the-art roads and build quality roads to take the high volumes and the heavy loads that cross our roads, it is quite expensive. The Commissioner for Forestry mentioned it earlier. And we may not be able to give them a tax holiday because the amount of money that we get from them is nowhere equivalent to that. But whatever it is, let us see the papers. I spoke to somebody about 2 weeks ago, and she was telling me that her company is interested. And I said, bring the papers to my office. I haven't seen those papers yet. We are all for public-private partnership in all sectors. And because this is the way forward, government cannot continually just go and take loans to do things. We all have to repay those loans. So we have to look at it and see what can we do. Government is not a very good businessman, because we look at government as if it's one person. Government has never successfully run any business. And that is why we just want to provide an enabling environment for people to come and run businesses in Ogun State. As long as people are somewhere, they're working and they're earning their money, everybody is happy. So by all means, anybody who is interested in working with us, let us see their proposal and see what it is. But we will not take substandard roads from anybody. We have a minimum standard which we know that will survive. The roads will last for a long time, and then we can move on to the next one. We all agree that some roads that were done in Ota in the last 5 to 8 years, they're all falling apart because they were not done properly. The roads were not finished. All we got was the base course, and then there was no wearing course on top of it. We are not doing that. If you go to the Navy Kola roads, it's got street lighting, it's fully done, there's drainage and all in place. And that's what we want to do. We want to leave a good legacy in this state. I can tell you that when we went campaigning last year, we went somewhere in Ijebu East, I think it was, and that community said, this road was done by Baba Osho by 1992, and the road is still there. And that's what we want to do as well. We don't want to do roads that 2 years' time, people will now have to come and start doing it all over again. So we want to do something and do it well. And know that because of the heavy volumes of traffic and these huge trailers that crisscross our local governments, it's not about surface dressing and just putting a little thin layer of asphalt there. That would be deceiving ourselves. I've seen comments there about, how many kilometers are we getting? It's not about measuring kilometer per kilometer because road design is different across the state. I'll tell you that if you want to go and do something like Papa Lanto to Shagamu Road, that's going to be a full concrete road with bridge because of the vehicles coming across it. And that design is different from maybe 40 kilometers of road in Ijebu Northeast, where the biggest vehicle there is a diner carrying cassava. It's not, when you see a length of road, please don't look at it in terms of that. There's value. A road carrying cassava in the middle of nowhere and a road in Ado-Odo Ota local government designed for, our trailers are supposed to be 30 tons. They carry like 40, 50 tons, and we have to design the road to take them. So please don't look at distance. We're not just sitting there like fools. We are looking at these things very well. We have a very, very solid team working with His Excellency and making sure that we do the right thing. In some areas, we're not even giving them tarred roads. We're just giving them chemically treated roads because it's just farm roads. They just want to get their little vehicle to collect their produce to market. It will be an overkill to give them an asphalt road. And that's why we're going through and making sure that we are putting things in the right place and spreading. If we do it that way, we then spread the small amount of money right across and everybody can get an impact. Like I said, we have in this one, when the next one comes out, if there's no Ado-Odo Ota local government, please don't start saying, no, they fall. No, because only 12 local governments out of 20 got now. The other 8 are shouting that nobody has remembered them. And we have to go there. We are Ogun State government. And our plan is to give and deliver to everybody right across the state.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And we are really very elated that you are with us here today. This is happening in our lifetime for the first time that we're having representative and the leadership of our local government with us in a kind of town hall meeting. We really appreciate you, ma. And we pray that God will continue to strengthen you and give you good health in Jesus' name. So at this junction, ma, I also want to state, ma, that when we're probably putting up our demands, one of the things we considered was that we know that Your Excellency has actually been working very tirelessly to meet with the federal government to see how some of the federal roads can be fixed. But when we are putting up our demands, we did not actually added the federal roads in it. We only concentrated on the state roads because we believe, ma, that if some of these small roads within our communities are fixed, it will actually relieve the federal roads, and some people will probably not even access the federal road, and which we believe that is within the purview of the state government. And it's got so good now that we also have the private investors who also want to come in, and we believe that such roads will not be as expensive as people will expect them to be. So, but let us give them the benefit of doubt to see what is possible, ma. And we are really happy, and we are taking your commitment that yes, the PPP is possible. Thank you very, very much. We appreciate you. So we are supposed to probably just go into question and answer, but Honorable Jubile, we lost him at the point when he was supposed to speak. So please, sir, we just give you a few minutes to just address the house, sir. You have the floor, sir. Before we start to take questions.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, sir. We can hear you, okay, sir. Loud and clear, sir.
Okay. Just try to unlock so that you can see my face.
I think your voice will do.
Can you see me? I hope people can see me.
I cannot see you, sir.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, sir.
1 second, please.
And while he's trying to fix his video, yeah, good. You can see.
You can see me now,
sir.
Okay.
Yes, we can, sir. You are not wearing the cap.
Yeah, gentlemen, pleasure be with you. Your Excellency, our amiable Deputy Governor of the state, our cabinet, sir. Good afternoon, sir. All other protocol duly observed. First of all, I want to commend the effort of you people for organizing this town hall meeting, and then more especially the way and manner you conducted yourself during the last protest, that is Fix Water Road. Unfortunately, I was caught. I got the information very late, just to put it like that. If not, I would have given enough back not for Ota people, our Ota, to hear your voice, though, but for people in Abuja to hear your voice loud and clear. Because the problem we are having is not within Ota alone. The people in Abuja must hear your voice as well. Thank you for the effort. And I want to thank our boys also in Ota. The Ado-Odo, the Jubile, and our boys, Lukman and others who are on ground to protect our facilities, most especially our police station at Songo. I think I was called by one of them, Sheyi, that since yesterday they have been in the police station at Songo so that the hoodlums will not burn the police station as well. I commend your efforts, sir. Thank you, man. Actually, our state representatives, especially our deputy governor, has spoke a lot about the state roads and even made my federal government road generally. I will only say one or two things as regard the federal government road in Ota. And because most of the in Ota are federal government roads. You can cast your mind back. Maybe early this year, when the motion was moved, when I moved a motion on the floor of the house, as regard this road in Ota, I mentioned the road mentioned at then Songo, toll gate to Diroko, toll gate to Abeokuta, and Songo to Diroko side, and Aton Agbara and the Ikoga to Ado-Odo. And then since after the motion was moved, I've been on branch, moving from one corner to other. Tried my best to pursue the motion. To pursue the motion. When the motion is fully moved from the floor of the house, the speaker of the house sent a memo to the agency that's concerned so that the implementation can be done. So I've been doing that. I've been running Elta and Skater. I don't know. Most of people have seen me on Facebook, and where I've been on most of the time when I was at Mabushi, office of our honorable ministers. Then just to pursue this our road so that the road can be fixed. For example, I want to catch, for example, about before the election. Before the election, I met our honorable ministers at one location in Abuja at International Conference Center. I called his attention to our road in Ota. I said, honorable minister, what are we going to do? The election is coming. What are we going to do to assist us if it's a palliative work on this Ota road? The honorable minister just let them down. Honorable, go and wait to the way you campaign the other time you won the election. Go and be doing the campaign like that. And I watch. I don't know what to say again. That's one of that's the case is not like that. You know, we have a strong opposition now, especially Ogun State. So please try to do as the APC member, please try to do some palliative. But honorable minister said, okay, but nothing was done. And at the same time, I think in 2019 budget, inside the budget, 1 billion was budgeted for this song toll gate to Abeokuta road. I made the other minister. I said the 1 billion is not enough for this road. And then, after all, let us do some palliative work on this with this 1 billion. The other minister said no, the case is not like that. If you want to, what is going to happen to Ota toll gate to Abeokuta is not only road. We have to start there from Ikeja to Abeokuta, for example. See, the station of road is very bad, and then there's nothing you can do then so that honorable said, honorable, please just wait. We are working on it on this road, but along the line, our honorable our governor came in with this idea of taking over the road with a joint venture with Ogun State, with Lagos State government. But anyway, they are still on it. I hope that one day the honorable minister will give them a listening ear to this road. And at the same time, in respect of, I want to also, though our deputy governor have said a lot about this Aton Agbara road and his the effort, but I want to let you people know once again that in respect of that, I've been moving from one office to the other because the file is on ground order. For information, that road was awarded before the election to one C&G's company. But along the line, the idea of what do you call it? The idea of road infrastructure development and refurbishment investment tax credit scheme came in. And then the Honorable Minister decided, and then the idea of this flour mill that wanted to do the road came in. And then, since then, they've been on that. And I want to let you know that, no, the flour mill will have moved on to and now the Honorable Minister has yielded to the idea of this tax credit scheme. And what is delaying I want to let you know what is delaying the execution of the job now is that the road has been awarded, and then they have to do a lot of represent. They have to represent the idea of this tax-free credit and tax credit free with the Federal Executive Council. So the file has been moving from one office to other. For example, now the file has just about 2 weeks ago. The file was at procurement and the Ministry of Works. Now the file is as start last week, Thursday or Wednesday. The file is at BPP now. The BPP Bureau of Public Procurement. That is where they will issue a certificate of no objection. Certificate of no objection, so that the flour mill can take over the job completely. So that's what we are waiting now. I'm pursuing the filing from one office to another. And that is, and as regard the Ikoga to Ado-Odo Ota, I think some palliative work have been doing. Though people have been accusing me that what they are doing is just 300 meter. 300 meter. That is by FEMA. Though I'm a member of committee on FEMA in the House. So, and at the same time, this Ota Road, I've approached the chairman of FEMA as well, the managing director of FEMA, so that they can do a little bit of palliative before the proper execution of the road. That's what I've been doing. What I've been doing so far in respect of the road. And I will seize this opportunity as to let you people hear my voice once again, as regard my own other efforts as a representative of the community, as a representative of our constituency in the National Assembly, my own personal efforts so far. I think, I don't know, you have been seeing, what I've been doing so far, the construction of the boreholes, motorized borehole, and transformer, school, and up to as of today, things we have borehole in Ado-Odo, Igbesa, and it's not just borehole; it's the motorized ones. Ado-Odo, Igbesa, Agbara, Itele, Ilogbo, Abule Roko site, and the other ones are ongoing. And as regard the transformer at what do you call it? Temidire site. Temidire. And then not such a provision. What I'm doing is not just other provision of the transformer. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Huh? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? 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 Hello?
Okay, so Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you hear me?
yes, sir. Yeah, I can hear you. Yes, sir, we can, sir.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. Hello, sir. Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No,
Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
the network is.
Can you hear me now? Hello? Okay, 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 okay. Hello? Hello? Hello?